9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Listen up, guys. Valentine's Day is almost here, and it's 3rd and goal, and we need a touchdown, not a field goal. You need a personal florist so you don't drop the ball. And Petal Creations can be the MVP for you this year by helping you impress the lady in your life with a Heart Box of Love display of roses. Trust me on this one, this play call will result in a touchdown. Call Petal Creations today to reserve your flowers at 402-423-6500 or go to petalcreations.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we have some really big savings for you right now. Our new crossover sale is underway. New Terrains, Equinoxes, and Trailblazers starting at $23,290. That's right, $23,290. Also, we've continued our huge Sierra and Silverado truck sale with over $10,000 off new pickups. You heard right, over $10,000 off list. Koppel truly has a small-town feel with big city deals. We're right down 144th Street or at KoppelCars.com. Stock numbers G260980 and C119824.
Hello, everybody. It's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I hear that new Honda manufacturing continues to go up, and you have new Hondas in stock now.
That's correct, Charlie. We have more than 40 new Hondas in stock right now. It's great that a customer can come in and buy a new Honda and drive it home that day. New Honda inventory keeps getting better each month.
Okay, then. How about used cars, Andy?
We have more than 100 pre-owned vehicles to choose from right now, and a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in daily. We have just about every maker model you can imagine in any price range.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Think you need a new furnace due to a cracked heat exchanger? Call Bryant for a free second opinion. Might save you thousands, no matter what brand. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. We do whatever it takes.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
The place you call home should always be a place of comfort. Warm and cozy in winter, cool and relaxing in summer. If your home isn't delivering the comfort you expect, call Bryant. It's more than just hot and cold to them. It's about providing the best comfort solutions. And Bryant gives you a full 24-month test drive on your home comfort system. Get full details at BryantLincoln.com or call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. They encourage those who go out to make smart decisions behind the wheel or plan accordingly to have someone lined up for a safe ride home. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialist here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Welcome to Ticket Weeknights
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. I am Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. This is What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. Not the Don't Pun Hour. We got the wrong graphic up there. But nonetheless, if you guys ever want to join the show, 402-464-5685. That is the Sartor Heyman text line. Streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Channel 961. If you want to put a face to the voice, always a great way to do so. But nonetheless, the host is always Chancellor. How's it going on this Wednesday night?
It's going good. Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Crazy.
You got a girl? Did you have to get anything today?
No.
Okay.
I'm off the hook. I am off the hook. It's funny because you're single on Valentine's Day and you realize like, dang, I don't even know really when Valentine's Day is. So how you doing? But
did you try to figure it out right now?
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's been a good day. I just found out about the Kansas City parade.
Prayers.
I didn't know what happened. I still don't know really the details. Do you know the details?
Not enough to be making wild accusations.
Right.
But I know, unfortunately, some of the victims were young kids. I think it's like 9 of them were wounded. I don't know anything about the death report. I think one person might have passed, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to even speak on it because it's a Super Bowl. It's supposed to be a day of fun and joy, and just kind of it's a problem right now.
No, yeah, I obviously it's such a touchy subject, and we'll refrain from saying anything, too much. But yeah, just
we can definitely say thoughts and prayers though. Yeah, no one deserves that.
Yeah, prayers go out to them, and I know people just want to celebrate and do whatever. Then obviously some people just don't. Some people just got evil in their heart, man. So I don't even know what to say really. But I just saw it on Twitter, and it's kind of just had me thinking the whole day, like, bro, like.
What scares me is how numb we are to it.
Man, my good, like you just said 9 people. Like that's 9 souls. Like that's 9 family members. That's 9 children. That's 9 sisters. That's 9 brothers. That's 9 maybe 5. There's a father in there, a mother. Those are loved ones. So, I mean, that's the harsh part about like always saying like the numbers of even viewers, even something like this, like if there's 2 people watching, that's 2 souls watching. Like those are the priceless, of course, but prayers go out to them. But yeah, I think we can touch on the Super Bowl a little bit to start it off. I think
did you have a dog in the fight or did you not care?
I wanted Brock to win.
Me too.
Yeah. I wanted Brock to win, and it looked like he was going to, but once they didn't, they were kind of like stagnant the last like 2 drives before halftime. I was like, yeah, this is Mahomes' games probably. But then, I mean, they still fought. Brock had fantastic drives. My goodness,
he had that really gutsy. Shout out Shanahan for trusting him with it too. That I think it was a 4th and 3. I think it was a long 3 or yeah. It was a quick out. I think to George Kittle.
Oh yeah, that was
I think it was
fantastic.
Like just a quick out. I don't think it was a slant.
And then following up, it was the slant to Jennings.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think. And then you look back on the 3rd down, where people were like, man, you got to make that throw. The right guard on that,
Chris Jones blew right through him.
Yeah, he didn't slide, or he slid left, and I think they were just in scat protection, which is the 3 center, left guard, and left tackle would just slide right, and right guard and right tackle stay home. But it looked like the right guard slid left as well, and Chris Jones got a free hit on him, and that would have been an easy touchdown.
That's exactly what happened in the Buffalo game. Remember Josh Allen? I think it might have been Chris Jones again.
Really?
Who broke through. And Josh Allen, he has the touchdown, but he's just not able to get his full body into it because the pressure was right in his face. Yeah. So he kind of had to short arm it a little bit. And it just got to a point where it's, just didn't have the right footwork. So he's kind of just guessing where it was. Yeah. You're trying to use his arm to completely guide the whole thing.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough situation, of course, because, I mean, you have such good playmakers, and if you get things going just a little bit earlier, if you're the 49ers, that first couple drives, like we're probably looking at a different ball game, like drive before half. But yeah, I mean, it was great football to watch, like just being a pure spectator.
It was a great Super Bowl game.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. OT win, Mahomes go down and drive. Like that's what more can you ask for?
Let me ask you this: did they make a mistake by receiving the ball, knowing what the rules are now, that you're going to get a chance no matter what? Because it goes into overtime. The 49ers, I think.
You get a chance no matter what now?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, it was like when you go back to that AFC championship game, Bills, Bills Chiefs, I'm blanking on for some reason.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, Mahomes, they're going at it back and forth. It's a great game. It only ends because that's the way the rules were.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone had pretty solid belief that Josh Allen was going to go and score and do the exact same thing.
Right. Yeah, I think usually the rule. I mean, every football team I've been on, it's always you defer. You want to see what scenario you're going to put the offense in. You want to get because if you put the defense out there, you go 3 and out, then your offense knows they just got to get a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's the standard. That's the standard that I've teams that I've been on in college. Like that's kind of what I've always heard. So it was interesting when I see 49ers go out there because I missed the toss. I came back and I seen in my office. I said, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was a rule change, if it was like the old way or something. I didn't know if it changed, but yeah.
I was trying to think what am I missing? Because that what I went through my head, I was like, why are they taking the ball right now? So obviously, I'm like, the rules have changed.
Right.
You get, if you get the ball or you kick the ball off instead, you play defense. Then you're just waiting on them. Then they have the decisions. If it's 4th and 2, are they going to go for it or take the field goal?
Yeah.
You let them do all the risk taking and guessing. That way, when you get the ball, they only got 3 points. We got 4 downs to play with, or we can go ahead and just win this game with a touchdown. To me, it's just like you put a lot of pressure on yourself, but he did say in his head he was very confident they were going to score, and he was
in
also
whose head?
Shannon.
Oh,
49ers head coach.
Okay.
He was very
I didn't know
confident.
if Fred Warner was saying this because I knew he was doing that. I'm like, he just
he thought they were going to score for sure, but he also thought Mahomes, they're on a killer right now. He's probably going to go down and score. What that means, 15 minutes left, we would get the third and final possession. He was pretty much banking on both teams scoring. We'll get the ball for the final possession.
I mean, that's not too flawed because you think who had the ball at the end of the regulation.
It would have been
Chiefs.
The 49ers if they would have scored a touchdown.
But
so, you're right.
I'm saying Chiefs were the last one to score.
Oh, before
so the momentum and the drive recognition and just the momentum of the game. The Mahomes had that, so I get switching it up, letting Mahomes rest a little bit, maybe lose a little bit of momentum as they go down and score. So I understand that.
Gives your defense a rest too.
Yeah, I understand that. But what about Greenlaw? Oh my gosh, I couldn't even. It was so hard to even watch the game after that. Like I'm like, dude, this dude worked his whole whatever, and now a lot of people don't realize, like, bro, when you tear your Achilles, like that's like a 9-month to like 12-month process. Like he's out for next year. Like he might come back maybe like end of the year, but like especially playing backer in the physical position he's playing it, like, bro, you can't.
He was killing it that game too.
No, he's killing it the whole year.
Yeah, he had 3. How many interceptions did he have in this playoffs alone?
I don't know. He had one
3?
The week before.
Yeah, I think he had 3.
And it was an amazing one too. My goodness. But I think you look back on when he got hurt, and obviously at that will position, they were subbing in
Owen Burks took his spot.
Burks.
That's
and
what I
then
was just looking up.
Burks, it was Burks and there was another guy. I think he was a rookie. But they were like kind of going back and forth. And you saw like the way they were playing with Greenlaw, because Greenlaw is very good in coverage. Like he's really, really good in coverage. And so is Fred Warner. And then you see like the adjustment they made since he went out, like they had to really protect the new will that was in, because I know their schemes were putting Greenlaw in coverage. You're not banking on you're putting all your eggs in the basket. You're banking on Fred Warner and Greenlaw playing together, and they play so well together.
Well, it's just like the worst possible team to have one of your all-star linebackers go, because Mahomes is an expert at extending plays. Travis Kelce don't even run a route. He looks for your weaknesses alive on the spot. So you need a couple of guys that just have that gel.
Nah, 100%. And the way I can't say it enough, but just the way Greenlaw is in coverage, like it's just rare to find backers like that in the league nowadays. But yeah, shout out to Mahomes though. I mean, obviously they're building something special. It looks like Travis Kelce and Andy Reid and Mahomes gonna run it back one more time, try to get a three-peat.
How do you think Tyreek Hill feels? 2 years ago, he did speak out saying like he he just wanted to get a better contract. He never really wanted to leave the Chiefs, but the Chiefs, you got to give it credit. They're like, all right, we'll lose what is clearly one of the best talents we've seen in the NFL. Like everyone already knew how crazy he was, and the Chiefs let him go, and they still find a way to win 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean, if you want your money, go get your money. But if you want to win a Super Bowl, get a Super Bowl. So I mean, I think that's like the tough thing, and you can't knock nobody for getting their money, and you can't knock nobody for wanting to take a pay cut and get a Super Bowl. So I think it's a tough situation.
I think he's probably a little surprised. He's like, damn, they really got 2 more easily.
Yeah, 7-0 in the Super Bowl. I mean, in the playoffs without him. I just saw that stat. I mean, obviously
the 7 on the game-winning drives because they lost to Joe Burrow. So they're 7-0. Oh, without Tyreek Hill?
Yeah,
oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I was like, wait, am I right?
Yeah, okay.
But obviously, if they won 2 Super Bowls, they're 7-0. That was kind of a skewed stat when I saw that the other day. But yeah, I mean, they got a real dynasty, and nobody can cheat it now. And don't bet against Patrick Mahomes.
This was a down year for him too, which is crazy. A quote unquote down year.
My goodness, if this is a down year, then I think I should take. I want a couple down years.
I'll take a litany of down years for the Bears. They don't know what a down year is until you watch a Bears full season of the Chicago Bears. That's a down year, but at least they got some options. A few other things on the Super Bowl, real quick. Just want to get your thoughts on. I don't want to bash him too much because he got in front of it. So did Andy Reid. It's not that big of a deal. But Travis Kelce, getting up on Andy Reid.
Yeah, I just think that's obviously you don't do that if you don't have a close relationship with him. So if he even felt he could even express that type of emotion with him, that probably was just that's just indicative of their relationship and the way they communicate to each other. But yeah, I mean, me personally, I would never do that, of course. But like, there's just if you're having that much of a Travis Kelce has that much of a personality, like he's a superstar at the end of the day. So if he's a what's the word? An emotional player. Yeah. If you have an emotional player on your team, you can expect him to be emotional sometimes. And obviously they were down. I think there was like 10-0 at the time or something like that. So you see it like outside, but like if you were to be like as much adrenaline and heightened situation like the Super Bowl, and you being Travis Kelce and you talking to Andy Reid and the relationship y'all have, you kind of can, I kind of see how that could happen. Yeah. Instead of just looking at it like, he just pushed another man. No, there's a little bit more context to it. So yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, I think the fact that they both got ahead of it, and like he even said it himself, he's like, yeah, I can't be doing that. Like, I understand that wasn't right. He handled that well. He could have ran away from it.
Wow, yeah.
And he's got plenty of haters that would have loved that.
Oh my goodness,
just get on him about that, but he got in front of it. So I don't think it just was really surprising. I haven't seen like a player of that caliber do that to their head coach. You kind of see it with like Draymond Green as best comparison. Kind of when he gets a little electric with Steve Kerr at times on disagreeing with him, but never, just a full body check. But Super Bowl, when you're a key player, you really want to be in the game. You can kind of get it.
Right.
Man, what else with the Super Bowl that was really crazy? Who did you think was going to win the Super Bowl MVP? If the 49ers are going to win it. Because it's pretty clear as Mahomes once the Chiefs were taking it away.
Yeah, I would hope they would give it to Brock. But obviously McCaffrey was having such a big game.
Yeah.
But like it was like
Jennings had a weird game too.
But I feel like McCaffrey was like, he didn't have that 50-yard run. He didn't have that 40-yard reception. It was more so like he was very consistent. And when they needed him it was crazy. Like the last drive, like he was going back to back, like first down runs. Like,
do you think they could have done that earlier though? That's what surprised me.
Yeah, I was actually surprised. They were getting to their wide zone stuff and some of their, I think they were getting to like some dub looks, but it was just the way they were running the ball, like to start off the game, looked like they were trying to set everything up. Instead of just really going downhill with some stuff. But that's the way Shanahan does stuff.
Script his first series.
Yeah. Everything's really scripted with him. Like you're going to set everything up. Like, okay, this wide zone is going to be on this play fake, and this power look is going to be on this play. Like, so like things are going to always look the same. And I think that's why he's such a genius in what he does. But it's just interesting to see the way Shanahan runs his offense than the way Reid runs his offense. Like, if you look at the way like Mahomes is with his like the amount of time Mahomes has the ball in his hand, It's just interesting. Like he gets that ball out so fast and the reads are quick. He has a quick read and things like that. So when you look at the 49ers offense, it's just a little bit more, a little bit more. There's a little bit more routes. How should I say? Route evolution that needs to happen. So he holds on to it a little bit longer. So yeah.
I'm just going like deep dive kind of as we're speaking about Kyle Shanahan too. He's had tough luck. It was 0-3 in Super Bowls now.
What was the third one? What was the
He's
first
got two
one?
Jimmy G year. He loses
What's
to the
before
Chiefs.
that one?
That's the year I'm forgetting about.
He
4-2, 4-6, 4-5, 6-8-5. He's 0-3 now. Let's see.
He wasn't there for the he wasn't the Ravens.
Offensive coordinator 2016 Atlanta Falcons. That was the year where that's that crazy comeback year.
Against
that's right.
Tom Brady, yeah.
My lord.
That was 2017.
He had an overtime this year and he almost had it to give him to.
Oh my gosh.
That is a tough run for what is.
Wow.
Where's he at all-time winning wise? Because he's got to be up.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty rough just being in 3 Super Bowls and especially the Falcons one. The Falcons one was it 28-3 or 21-3? It was something. It was 20.
I think it was 28-3.
I think it was 28-3.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Bro, my goodness, we got to do better than that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some deep dive, but it does feel like Kyle Shanahan just has never quite had that break.
All right,
it has been, and this felt like the year too. You look at everything they're doing, like on paper, because going into this game, were you expecting the 49ers to win?
Yeah. I thought just on paper, I think they should win that game, but it's just Mahomes is the actual X factor. Like he's the actual X factor. He's like how you used to be like, damn, gotta watch out for Tom Brady. Like it's just a different. I feel like it's almost different than Tom Brady. How Tom Brady was an X factor. Like Mahomes is that to he's that to almost another tier. I will say that
Tom Brady is the only one that was able to beat him. Really,
yeah.
Since when he started getting into that mode, it's Tom Brady and Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
like everyone else, like that's got to be an absolute mental factor.
Like how many Super Bowls has he been in?
He's got 4 in the last 5.
My goodness,
he's got 3.
My goodness, he's only 28 years old.
Yeah,
like this is this is first ballot Hall of Famer at 28.
Mm-hmm.
He could stop playing.
He's on pace with Brady.
Yeah,
he wasn't, and now that he got this one, he's on pace again.
Yeah, I mean the thing that stands out a little bit more is that he has the 2 NFL MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like the little separator right there, because if you look at Tom Brady at 28, Patrick Mahomes at 28, they both have 3 Super Bowls. They both have the same amount of Super Bowl MVPs, but the NFL MVP is a little different. But I mean, that just goes to how special Mahomes is and how many different ways he can throw the ball, like he can just do so many different things. His arm talent is amazing.
I will say Brady had a more loaded era in terms of battling for that MVP.
Yeah,
like that was a brutal. You're going up against the dogs. It does feel like though it's a sweet spot for Mahomes because it's ridiculous, and I'm guilty of it too. It's like all off season or regular season, I'm like hands on the fist. Lamar Jackson's the MVP. Like I'm like, there's no doubt. And to a fair point, regular season stats say he is. Then you get to the Super Bowl, and it's like there's no question. Like Mahomes is that guy.
All right.
Like Brock Purdy, despite all the talent they had, how much of a factor is that? Like even in college, because you're seeing it in the NFL, you saw it with Brady, and now you're seeing it with Mahomes. When you're going up against a quarterback that just kind of has it at that moment, how much does that play with you mentally? Is that something that gets overhyped by media, or is that a real thing when you go up against certain quarterbacks? Like that it mentally it's going to be draining.
Yeah, I think it just depends, and especially the play style of the quarterback. Like if they're a guy like Mahomes who gets the ball out real quick and can throw that deep ball, like that's a different type of training than when you got a quarterback that runs the ball on you.
Yeah.
Like if you was to play like a Malik Cunningham in college or like a Lamar in college or
Lamar in college would have been awful.
Yeah. Like
just make you look ridiculous.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just feel like there's different type of quarterbacks that give you different type of problems. And I just feel like a running quarterback it's just tough. It can be tough because it opens up everything when you can run the ball effectively with a quarterback.
Do you have to go up against Justin Fields? Was that your roster?
No, I was the year before that, or the year after that. I came the year after that. I was CJ Stroud. Yeah,
not that much better. That's
he threw 2 picks against us though.
Yeah, that's right. That was a good game.
Yeah, Miles Farmer and JoJo Doman got one.
We seem to do well against future NFL quarterbacks, whether it's Josh Allen or CJ Stroud. We'll get a few picks out of them.
Oh yeah,
before they head off to the league.
My boy Nate Gary got one on
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, and
then handing him the ball.
Yeah, handing him the ball.
That's always one of my favorite clips.
Oh my goodness!
Before we go to break, if you haven't seen it, just go look it up. There is an actual clip out there where Nate Gary hands the intercepted ball back to Josh Allen. Josh Allen is not happy about it. He gives it straight back. But nonetheless, we'll throw the break here. This is What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. We talked a little bit of Super Bowl. Don't go anywhere. We got a couple more segments on the other side.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Nutrition Authority invites you to try Anarchy, which is an exciting free workout for athletes and fitness enthusiasts who want the most out of their workout. Anarchy can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Remember, when you want results, the solution is simple. Nutrition Authority. Stop in, call, or check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
Junior Achievement at Lincoln inspires and prepares today's young dreamers to be tomorrow's goal breakers, leaders, and things we haven't even imagined yet. Help more kids while having a great time at the JA Bowl-a-thon. Sign your team up and raise money to ensure the educational programs focused on financial literacy, career readiness, and entrepreneurship are always free to thousands of students. The JA Bowl-a-thon is February 16th and 17th at Parkway Lanes and Hollywood Bowl. Register at lincoln.ja.org.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-2840.
Are you in the market for a new garage door or need to repair your old one? It's wintertime, and that means snow, wind, and freezing temperatures, all things that can cause sticky locks and damage to your garage door. If you're experiencing any issues with your commercial or residential garage door during the winter months, call Cameron Hall and his team at Doors Plus. Don't be trapped outside in the cold because of a poorly maintained garage door. Call Doors Plus today at 402-590-5800 or visit them online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. We believe in treating every client with respect, compassion, and understanding. We know that navigating the legal system is stressful and overwhelming, but Liberty Law Group will carry that burden for you. When you're facing legal issues, make the right call. 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Junior Achievement at Lincoln inspires and prepares today's young dreamers to be tomorrow's goal breakers, leaders, and things we haven't even imagined yet. Help more kids while having a great time at the JA Bowl-a-thon. Sign your team up and raise money to ensure the educational programs focused on financial literacy, career readiness, and entrepreneurship are always free to thousands of students. The JA Bowl-a-thon is February 16th and 17th at Parkway Lanes and Hollywood Bowl. Register at lincoln.ja.org.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back here at the 1040 Ticket Studios. This is What's Brewing with the host, as always, Chancellor Brewington to my left. And again, if you guys want to join the show, Sartor Heyman text line 402-464-5685. Streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Channel 961 if you want to put a face to the voice. On the last segment, we talked about the Super Bowl, some of the headlines from there, and we kind of crept into the same conversation. I talked to Des Moines personnel. What makes a dynasty? That is always asked, especially when you're going around these NBA teams, NFL teams. Obviously, a lot of people think of the Jordan era, the Tom Brady era. What to you makes a true dynasty? Is it rings? Is it time? Is it the same core of players? What's your criteria for being an actual dynasty team?
Yeah, I think it. I think it's combination of same players. I like that point. But also winning at a high level.
Yeah.
So I think
you got to win a championship or just winning percentage.
Champion. I would say championship.
Okay, how many rings and what timetable, or is it just one? So when I think of a dynasty, I'll give mine. I think you got to win 3 rings in 6 years.
Okay.
I think you got to go 500 in a 6-year time window.
Yeah, or if it's something extreme like the Spurs or something like that, where it's like over a 7-year, 8-year stretch where they win like 4 or something.
Yeah, I think they get 4, which still above 500.
Yeah, I think, and then like you look at the Heat. I mean, yeah, that's close. I mean, I feel like if you get to the champion,
Spurs are 99, 03, 05, 07, 14. So they got a 7-year gap before they get to 14. But they do have 4 rings in a span of 8 years.
Yeah, I
so
think
500. To me, that's a dynasty.
Yeah, 100%. But even if they get one, it's 5 or 4 in 9 years. Like that's still a dynasty. It's still the same players, and it's still. I think the coach has a lot to do with it as well. Keeping the same coach, but I mean, I think that just happens because it's hard to win without a coach. So I think that just naturally happens with dynasties.
Yeah, Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich, Andy Reid, what we're seeing now.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I think it's the same combination of the same players, and them winning at a higher rate.
Okay, so the Warriors,
dynasty
for
sure
with Kevin Durant that period.
Yeah,
LeBron James and his Cavs team, is that a dynasty?
No, that gets a little sticky.
Yeah.
That gets a little sticky. Well, I mean, it wasn't the same player. So then based off our rubric, they're out of that.
Yeah, Kyrie and Tristan Thompson, and then it kind of all just started to fall apart.
Yeah. So yeah.
Because they weren't there right away either. Right? That
Who?
first one wasn't that LeBron and a bunch of he had Kyrie. Did he have Tristan Thompson right away on that Cavs roster?
The very first one, I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. Yeah, because
that might qualify more than I think then.
No, I don't think he had Tristan. No, I don't think he did.
I'll have to go back. I do got these Warriors though. The Warriors, their run, if you want to consider these guys a dynasty, they didn't get their first ring in this quote unquote dynasty until that 14-15 year.
Mm-hmm.
Then they would lose, and this is the Cavs Warriors era. They would lose the next year in the finals, and then they'd win 2 in a row again, 16-17 season, and then 17-18. So it's 3 rings in 4 years. And then they wouldn't get another one until 4 seasons later. So 4 rings in about
8 years.
Yeah, 8-year timetable.
That's a dynasty.
Based
off our calculations.
Yeah, it's got to be about the same core players. But the only thing about that one though is KD really throws a wrench in it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still the same. You got the same core 3, and you got the same coach.
Well, Draymond becomes 4.
Well, yeah. I mean, before KD, you have the same core 3 in KD, Steph, Clay, and Draymond. But yeah, that's a great point, though. I mean, yeah. Imagine being part of a dynasty. That'd just be so awesome.
At that level, too.
Yeah, like that's just
like Alabama, obviously. Dynasty.
Oh,
Georgia.
Yeah.
If you want to go like
you go college,
whole programs, that's a dynasty as a program.
Yeah.
So it's just dominating the era.
Yeah. So then just a dominating run like Bama.
And they got the rings to show for
it. Bama and Georgia. I feel like those.
Nebraska, at one point in time, we were the dynasty.
Yeah. I think in the 2010s, the only dynasty you can really say was Bama and Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Because you can't say LSU.
No. LSU just had that one magical year.
I was just 2019 with a squad of just freak athletes. My goodness.
Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow. Who's the other wide receiver?
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
And the backup was Terrence Marshall, first round, second round to Carolina. Like, bro, like and then the Clyde.
I'm thinking of Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
Was it him?
Yeah.
Wasn't he before that, or was he that same year?
No, it was that same year. He went to Chiefs, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking
the running back.
I'm thinking he's a lot older than he is.
Okay. No.
So he was part of that Joe Burrow squad.
Yeah. Then you have him. You got what's that? Patrick Queen. My goodness.
Let's just go ahead and look up this Joe.
And then you have the safety that Coach Bush coached. I forget I should know his name. He was a dog. And then you have a freshman on that team too. And what's his face? Was the Derek Stingley, right?
Yep. You got Devontae Lee. Obviously, let's get these big names. You had wide receiver Jamar Chase, wide receiver Justin Jefferson. You did have Tyrion Davis Price at running back. He was pretty solid. You had Devontae Lee, another wide receiver. Well, Terrence Marshall Jr. was on that squad. Obviously, Joe Burrow. Who else was on that? I know they got some more big names in here. You have Clyde Edwards-Helaire at running back as well. Our guy, Trey Palmer, was on that roster in 2019. Trey Palmer was there. Who else? Damian Lewis, Charles Turner, Ed Ingram was on that roster. And
just some dogs, man.
Yep.
Just some dogs. Shout out to them, man.
Patrick Queen, linebacker.
Who's the safety? I can't remember.
Jacoby Stevens.
No.
Todd Harris Jr.
No.
Kerry Vincent Jr.
No.
Wonder if you think of another year then. That's their safeties listed. You got Maurice Hampton Jr., Eric Moore, Marcel Brooks. That's a freshman though.
Yeah.
But you just go through that whole roster though.
Yeah.
And you just got NFL names all over that board.
Yeah. Shout out to that coaching staff.
It does blow my mind that Jaden Daniels beat his numbers.
Oh, Joe Burrows?
Yeah. Like how that's even possible when you had Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase as a couple of your guys.
Probably because Joe Burrow was out by the third quarter in a lot of those games.
That's a good point. Yeah, he was killing teams.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, Yeah, Jaden Daniels is he's special. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Who do you think is going to be the best quarterback in the draft? Then let's go there. Drake May out of UNC. You can throw an oddball at you, but I'll give you the obvious ones. Jaden Daniels, LSU, Heisman winner.
I think it all goes down. You just
Drake May or Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I actually think I like Jaden Daniels just because he seems like the most pro ready. He seems he can plug and play, and he's done it all year long, being a high volume thrower, being accurate, playing more in the pocket than scrambling. He seems to me like the best fit. I could be wrong, but he'll be at least the quickest ready to play.
Okay, but then look at this though. You look at the quarterbacks from last year. Did you think CJ Stroud was going to be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL? And arguably the best NFL quarterback.
No, not that
NFL
far.
rookie quarterback ever.
If I'm being fair, I had some friends saying CJ Stroud, watch him. So yes, but not by my own intuition.
But like watch him though.
Like he's going to be the guy in this draft. Not my own intuition. Others.
Okay. But who's the first quarterback off the board?
Off the board?
Yeah.
This year is going to be Caleb Williams.
Last year? I can't remember.
But yeah, Will Levis went off the board. Aiden O'Connell went off the board. We're just going to go back because I don't want to give the wrong dates.
It was a big name, wasn't? Or was it? No, it was Bryce Young.
Bryce Young, yeah, Panthers.
Bryce Young. Okay. Let's use this model as an example. Bryce Young go to the Panthers. Bryce Young go to the Texans. Would he do better, Texans or Panthers?
Texans.
So it's all about where you go. It's all about
part of it, but also CJ Stroud's a little. I don't think. Bryce Young would do that well.
Okay, but he's still going to do well, and CJ Stroud not going to have the same year with the Panthers.
No, he might. CJ Stroud might have a completely different story right now.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like to your point.
And he said, but CJ
that's a tough spot.
And CJ Stroud said that himself in the interview. He said, "Look, if Bryce would have been in a different position, it would have been different." He said the O-line got to block, receivers got to catch the ball, coach got to call the right place for everything to work. So it's not just on the quarterback. But just looking at this draft class, like I have no idea. You look at Jane Dan like, oh yeah, he had all these stats, but like, I mean, you just see the progression of the way quarterbacks go in NFL. It's a lot deeper than just having stats and throwing the ball because everybody can do that. It's obviously about the mental game.
Yeah, we've talked about it before, especially when you're going through that, the quarterbacks in particular. We've seen it year after year. It's an absolute crapshoot.
Yeah.
The fact that Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant's the guy right now. It's to me like above and away. He looks like one of the best quarterbacks
in the league.
We've done this before with the power rankings, but I'd say last year you're in the playoffs until you get hurt. And this year you're healthy. You make it to the Super Bowl with one of the best records. Should have been the home team in the Super Bowl if you're looking at the records again.
And go toe to toe with the best quarterbacks of all time
and push them to overtime. Like it's I'm not going to put Justin Herbert above him.
If he's not top 3, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, like there's not a lot of guys. Like even Josh Allen.
If it's not Mahomes 1, you can put Lamar 2 because he won MVP. And if it's not Brock Purdy 3, I don't know what to tell you. I'm being sick. We just saw this man go toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes. Like what quarterback is really doing that?
The only argument you could have is Josh Allen did the same thing.
No.
And he had just as much. He's had more time, more accolades, but he's also gone toe to toe. It's can you beat him? That's the separator. Because a lot of people go toe to toe and they just fall short. Tom Brady's one that beat him. Joe Burrow's one that was able to beat him once. But again, it's only once.
Sure. If we block that up on third down, 49ers win the game. We're not talking about this right now.
No.
And they're celebrating was it Oakland? Or no, where's the 49ers?
Not in Oakland anymore. San Francisco. Yeah, I mean, it used to be over in Oakland.
Right.
And that's more the Warriors. Actually, I don't know where was the actual 49ers stadium in Oakland too? Was that just the Warriors?
I don't know, but they're gonna be in the Bay having fun.
Yeah, I know the Warriors are definitely no longer in the Oakland area, but yeah, it's Chiefs. We're heading into that Chiefs era. It's going to be Travis Kelce. It's going to be Patrick Mahomes. They don't seem like they're going to slow down anytime soon.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say they win 3 more Super Bowls.
Who?
Oh my God. I'll give them 3 more before we get to 2030.
They're going to go 3-peat?
If Mahomes stays healthy and Reed stays coaching, yeah.
3-peat?
I don't know about a 3-peat, but they'll get 3 more before we get to 30.
What piece? If you got to add one piece to that team, what do you add?
A wide receiver. I'm going out and just getting some, or you could go wide receiver or retool up your offensive line. But I didn't think it really is just get your wide receiver. They led the league in dropped passes, which is crazy. You have one of the best quarterbacks, and you're up there in terms of most drop passes. Like, I think you fix that right there, and you're cooking.
Yeah.
Because I think they could have been blowing out teams if Mahomes would be throwing some more balls, some more 50-50 balls, but I just don't think he trusts his guys all that much.
Yeah.
Unless it's open, he's not going to throw it. It's got to be wide open for you.
That's going to be tough. I mean, they got Snead's got a 5th-year option.
Yep. Rice, I like him. He's still pretty young. You can try to figure out a way to pay him.
Snead gonna be a top. He gonna get 17.
When's Pacheco's contract up?
Oh no, he got 2 more years.
2 more years?
Yeah.
That's a nice piece to keep right there.
Yeah.
You got him on a pretty nice discount.
He might have 1 more year, but I know for sure at least 1.
Either way, unfortunately, as we know, you're not breaking the bank on the running backs.
Yeah.
It's more so the wide receivers.
No.
And then Travis Kelce is going to demand a lot.
I don't think. I mean, I could see him maybe playing for 3 more tops. 2 more. 2 more is a stretch, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, look, I haven't even thought about this.
I mean, his brother's done.
Yeah, but different position. You can play. He's not necessarily your bully tight end. He's a good blocker, but they definitely will use other guys to do the blocking plays.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're anywhere in the box, you're gonna take some type of beating.
True, but I'm gonna that's center.
Oh, 100%, 100%. There's no comparison
I'm gonna take
there. Yeah.
10 years, off that difference. Well, who do you think's better though? Since we're here at this point,
Rob Gronkowski.
Gronk, me too. Yeah. I'm still there with Gronk.
Yeah, it's just hard because you just look at him and how much of a freak he is. Like it's just
the blocking's insane.
Yeah,
that's one thing Kelce will never quite have.
Yeah, but I mean that just goes to the physical specimen Gronk is like, and he's just a high energy player all around. So that's just hard to teach. I think if you look at like technician wise and just knowledge of the game, I think Kelce probably has him there. But we just talk about like just being a freak at the game. Like that's just what Gronk do.
And just gritty. He's had some unbelievable moments.
Oh yeah,
he's just dragging 3 dudes for 30 yards.
Yeah, he's the way he like really takes over games. Like there's a different aspect.
Well, him and Brady, that's kind of the same duo.
Yeah, but I mean, you can say Kelce takes over games too. So I can't even really say that.
It feels like a duo. Time will tell, but right now I'm still holding Brady and Gronk as the best duo, or one of the best duos of all time. You could throw the Rice connection in there as well. You can throw Montana in there.
Yeah.
I'd have to go through history, watch some games, but definitely in my time.
I think you can't really compare Brady and Gronk to Mahomes and Kelce. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Mahomes never had a stable slot receiver. Mahomes hasn't had that, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
He just hasn't had that. Brady has always had the Edelman and Amendola, and you know what I'm saying? Like he's always had that. So I think Mahomes, he doesn't have that, because I think really you can look at Brady and say that was kind of like a trifecta with Edelman, Gronk and Brady. Yeah. So if Mahomes gets a good slot receiver, like imagine Mahomes with like a Cole Beasley back in the day. Like my goodness, bro.
Yeah. That's where I'm saying if you're the Chiefs, just get yourself some more skill.
Someone inside. Get someone inside, because you can plug in guys on the outside. Get someone inside.
Yeah, that'd make you a nightmare to try to cover too. That's another guy in there they got to account for. When you already know if Kelce's in that box as well, you're just that's a lot. And that's where you got to give them credit. They're so good with the movement.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's stressful out there. The defense, and we talked about it. That's why it was such a loss when Greenlaw got hurt, because the way they disguise everything. It's a nightmare to try to cover it. And you even saw that with the Ravens. Obviously, Kelce's going to be a big part of the game, and he gets 11 catches on 11 targets.
Right.
Like they couldn't do anything to still pick it apart. With that being said, though, we'll go ahead and throw it to our last break here. This is What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. The host is always to my left. So we got one more segment on the other side. We'll go for about 5 minutes, and then we'll go ahead, set up some replays, and then we'll have the daily Nebraskan for you. And that will go from 11 to midnight. So don't go anywhere. Still plenty ahead here on Ticket Weeknights.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Guys, Valentine's Day is almost here, and it's 3rd and goal, and we need a touchdown, not a field goal. You need a personal florist so you don't drop the ball. And Petal Creations can be the MVP for you this year by helping you impress the lady in your life with a Heart Box of Love display of roses. Trust me on this one, this play call will result in a touchdown. Call Petal Creations today to reserve your flowers at 402-423-6500 or go to petalcreations.com.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Lane's Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska, or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to advance in your current career path. See the full schedule of continuing education classes. SCC, your path to possible.
You're spending $300 a month. Binge drinking is the most common form of excessive drinking, which costs the United States more than $191 billion each year. By drinking less, you will save $300 a month. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. I am Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. As always, we got the host to my left, Chancellor Brewington. And if you guys want to join the show, Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. Streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo, channel 961. Great way to put a face to the voice. But as we left off, we were talking dynasties. I do want to get your opinion. I don't know if you caught this one. There was real talks between owners of the Golden State Warriors and owners of the Los Angeles Lakers. Can LeBron and Steph Curry get on the same team? Can they be playing in San Francisco for the Warriors?
I don't think that's going to happen.
It's not. Trade deadline's over.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Do you think how serious was it, though? Do you think it was just like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take? Or do you think they were really serious about this happening?
Somebody was trying to force that, but there's no way that's happening. There's no way. There's no way.
I could actually see it because they're willing to move on from what feels like Klay Thompson. I don't know if you've been noticing, but Klay Thompson might be one of the saddest stories in the NBA right now.
Because he's just having a rough game or a rough year.
He's just lost his confidence.
Yeah.
Remember when it happened a long time ago? And people were last season, he's like, oh, he's coming back. And he kind of did.
Mm-hmm.
But then he just went right back to where he was struggling. And it's been.
And now he's not starting? Is that right? Or
he's had a few games where he hasn't. I don't know. Let me double check if he's actually how consistent that is. Because I know he did not start, but then he did come back in and play. And it was Steve Kerr. I mean, he really trusts his guys. But
wait, do you have a girl?
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
So what was that?
Valentine's Day?
What was Valentine's Day like?
That wasn't bad. We got some stuff during the day.
Okay.
Lunch kind of throws it off when you have to work later.
Yeah.
But we'll do some more stuff this weekend. Yeah. That's kind of the plan.
What's like okay, let's switch topics. What's an acceptable Valentine's date?
Acceptable?
Was borderline? Is like, can we get some wings? Like, is that borderline?
Okay, so I think
you got to get
you
a
could
card.
call me sexist for this, but I think if you're the guy, the expectation is like you got to make it fun for them. So if you like,
okay, so it's all about them. So it's all about the girl.
It's part of it. You got to enjoy it because if you're not into it, you're gonna suck. You're not gonna be the most fun person to hang around.
Right.
So it's got to be somewhat of a mix, but it's definitely more for her than you.
Okay.
Like I want to be like, hey, Bulls are playing tonight. Let's go get some wings at the bar. Like, no, that's not. No way. That's Valentine's Day.
Okay, so you got it. Is a card still a thing?
No, unfortunately, it would be a smart move. I guarantee you that goes over well 9 out of 10.
So you times. Go card. Is a flower still the thing?
Yeah, flowers.
Vase
if you're extra. If you get the vase to go with it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. What about a candy?
If she's got a sweet tooth, that's more like elementary.
Okay. Yeah, I think a dinner date.
Yeah,
a picnic.
Yeah, like
a little windy today.
Yeah, probably not a picnic come February.
Yeah, it was 60
pretty rare.
Today.
Rarity. You could have pulled it off, but it was windy.
Yeah,
and she probably if it's
a movie.
Some with the hair.
Okay, is a movie acceptable? Can we go to a movie?
Yeah, I think so, but it can't be the one event and then you go home.
Okay. So it gotta be movie dinner.
Yeah, it's gotta be like a follow up.
Okay. So dinner, go see a movie.
Flowers are the move.
Flowers, a love letter. I don't know if that's probably
depends where you're at. Yeah. If it's like the first time.
I just met her a month ago and writing her a love letter. That's kind of crazy, bro. But
yeah, I mean, you never know. That's one where it could go really well, or it could be a disaster.
Yeah. I mean, man, Valentine's Day. Where did Valentine's Day start?
We can find that out real quick.
I think it was someone with Mr. Valentine. He was handing out cookies or something. No, I don't know.
Cookies or something.
He was handing out cookies or something. February. No, that's today.
Okay. England, the red rose was the favorite flower of Venus, the Roman goddess of love. So King Henry on February 14th named it Valentine's Day.
So really, man, I just think
so. It's over Roman goddess.
I just think every day should be Valentine's Day, man.
I think people would be a lot happier. They'd be a lot happier out there if we could.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's gonna wrap it up for us. Good curve. It's one of those holidays that sneaks up on you. I kind of forgot it was Valentine's Day until this morning. Luckily, I had a few reminders to get me going, and now we got some more ideas for this weekend. As you remind me again.
Hey, don't forget about the love letter and some candies.
Yeah,
staple to the top of it. No, that's too much. All right, I'm done.
They're just wrapping up here. All right, that's been What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. I'm Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.